Buck wild to all of my a bunch of young black millionaires making you run. Stacking my ones, lost a little, invest up in the mutual fund. Blowing the horn, a sense of every day I was born. Never dream I see it landscaping my alone. Dangerous, be accurate, have to get the focus so immaculate. Hey yo, watching my dough. Sipping it slow, them pretty saying hello. Anyway, go ahead and display your olive olay. Little honey dip whipping a little cabriolet. I don't mean to hold you up, but I got something to say. Swear to only give you hot every day. Afraid of us, you know this ain't a game to us. You strange to us, that's when we getting dangerous. Come on. This is serious. We could make you delirious. You should have a healthy fear of us. Cause too much of us is dangerous. So dangerous.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr, Tork Kellogg, and Doris Burke. With that road trip behind him, the Cavaliers ready to perform in front of their hometown fans here in Cleveland. Top storyline, Jeff Teague injured. He will not be suited up.
And you're right, Kevin. As bad as it's turned out to be, it tells you a little bit about his toughness that when
Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. On the court right now for the Hawks. Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Kyle Korver is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3 spot. And here's James outside. And he gets it to go. James has got 6.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
Moss is checked in for the Cavaliers.
taking a look back over the last month, Kevin, let's check out how Cleveland stacked up. Second in opponent points per game, and they're ranked third in lowest amount of turnovers per game. That's the sign of a team that understands the importance of taking care of the ball.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat. Well, that was not a smart play there. That's a wild shot. They can get something better.
No, that's not smart basketball. He should have passed that shot up.
Schroeder dishes to Horford. He feeds it to Cephalosha. Clock at 6. With a step back, Horford's shot is good. Horford's got 9.
He has not missed yet. 4 for 4 in this first quarter.
Setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Reese the pass to James. Runner in the lane. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
A different look now for Cleveland. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Mack, guarded by Reese. And Mack kicks to Scott. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Cavaliers?
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
You know, the other thing they've been able to do in the early going is to get to the free throw line and convert tonight.
58 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Varejao. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Varejao's got his first bucket in this one. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
I didn't like the defensive game plan they had going into that one. It just seemed out of whack. The matchups were wrong, and they didn't bring the energy necessary either.
You know, it was befuddling to me why they stuck with that, Steve. I mean, they dug themselves a hole, and then they didn't make the changes they should have to get out of it. Didn't make any good adjustments there.
On the wing, Thompson. Here's Reese. No good from outside. The Hawks have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. They set the pick. Mack, good.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Here's Varejao, and he uses the glass on the layup. Varejao's got his second basket.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
And Bazemore kicks to Mack. And that's not going to go. Up to this point. Start the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And the offensive rebounding has been really impressive so far as well. So I really like this team's effort tonight.
Thompson and Varejao at the 4 and 5. Boss is out there with Smith. And it's Shumpert in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Boss in their last game out against the Spurs made a big difference. He ended with 13 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night, Steve, and he didn't disappoint him.
No, he didn't. In fact, he did everything they asked of him and more. He enjoys being that go-to guy for them.
Yeah, I think he relishes that because he knows he's capable of doing it. He's had some performances that have fortified his confidence in that role, so he's in a good place right now.
Shumpert passes to Reese. Here's Varejao, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Varejao's got 6. A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checking for Varejao. Love comes in for Thompson, and Irving subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Doubled by Reese. Schroeder dishes to Korver. Knocked loose. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a win against the 76ers.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Irving kicks to Love. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to
make your threes.
Making a switch here. Both teams making some changes here. Second quarter ends in a tight one.
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with LeBron.
Okay, guys, we got a few minutes here. Let's go over a few things before we get going again.
And welcome back.
Wake up, son. You're in.
Oh, it's time to ball.
The The Cavaliers trail by 3. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Hawks, Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Kyle Korver is out there with Schroeder. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3, the small forward. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Irving. And another miss by Cleveland.
He has not been on his game. And, you know, their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not helped the situation.
Aussie's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Millsap passes to Schroeder. Knocks it loose. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
The Hawks have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Well, you look at the numbers, 79% as a team on the season. That's very impressive.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. It's been great today and just as hot as he was last time out.
Kicks it to Millsap. Lays it up and banks it in. Millsap's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Here's Schroeder. He's covered by Reese. Schroeder kicks to Cephalosha. Offensive rebound. Horford. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Take a look at the Hawks. Off to a great start this season, currently in second. And checking out Cleveland, a game and a half out.
Well, right now for the Cavaliers, this team has been a little off their normal pace here in the early going. They've still got plenty of time to get it corrected, and if they do, they'll be dangerous.
Yeah, this is a group that's consistently among the premier teams in the league. You know, you've got to figure it's only a matter of time before they really get it clicked.
An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down. Superb above the rim action. You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look you want.
Reese the pass to James. No good from Reese.
That he can make, but they really challenged him.
Doubled by Reese. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
You see the shooter, Kyle Korver. Let's take a look at some of his numbers, how his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 7 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Looking at those numbers, you'd probably say, yeah, that's about what we'd expect out of him.
Which isn't really what any player wants to hear. I mean, you don't want to meet expectations. You want to under-promise and over-deliver. You want to exceed expectations, and maybe we'll start to see him do that shortly.
Horford's at the basement. Here's Schroeder, right now averaging 5 points a game. Pass to Bazemore. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. 1:52 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Reese. Offline with the baseline jumper.
He's got to contribute. He's got to produce if his team's going to get back in it in this quarter.
Scott dishes to Schroeder. Scott against Love. Pass to Schroeder. Three-pointer. Here's Scott. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland will come the other way. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand.
And I would think a lot of attention will be focused on that Orlando contest.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
For Atlanta, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. The 3 from Korver, and it's good. Korver's got 9.
Guys, that's his territory out there in the corner. I mean, when he works himself into that spot, he's usually right on target.
They get it back. LeBron outside. It's a pick by Love. Here's Reese. It's blocked. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Schroeder passes to Scott. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 8.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
$16 seconds left in the third quarter. Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
Boy, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pick.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job. Run him into the screen.
And it was a great pick, too, Clark. I mean, he may have lowered his shoulder a little bit, but he got him pretty clean.
Here's Reese. No good on that last second attempt there. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by Steve. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Verejao. Love comes in for Thompson. And Smith subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Al Horford is checked in for Atlanta. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Irving is out there, J.R. Smith, and it's Mozgov in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The 4 for the Cavaliers. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Schroeder. The runner. That is good. And the Hawks lead by 18.
Boy, I'm surprised he took that shot. He was at a huge size disadvantage in that matchup, but boy, great job to bury it.
Here's Reese. That one wide left.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
Here's Schroeder, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game of basketball they've played.
1:37 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. And there's 3 points. The long-range shot is on target from Reese.
Well, what we saw here tonight is one team just had everything going for it, and the other didn't. Huge margin of victory for the Hawks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And once it becomes official, this win will give them a nice boost down the road when they face this club again in the second and third games of the season series.
Yeah, predictably, the stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
You look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Paul Millsap. You have to look at his steals and when he would come up with them as major factors in this result.
Here's Schroeder. Knocks down the 10-footer.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. The shot's good from Reese. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
6 to shoot. The 3 from Cephalosha. And it's rebounded by Anderson Verejao. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. No good from Reese.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Here's Schroeder. And the first one drops. Both teams will make substitutions. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Throws it from deep. Off target. And so it...
Well, Al, certainly a great...
I don't know about you, but this ain't what I signed up for.
It's one loss. What you gonna do?
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna work harder and do whatever it takes to get this team back on track. Nobody expects us to dominate this league or even contend for a title, but we sure better than this. You wanna continue to slide, be my guest, but me, I ain't gonna have it.
I'm with you, bruh. For real. Even if we gotta light some fire up under some people's butts. Hey, let's do it, man. I came from the bottom. Yeah, I ain't about to let my dream die because some lazy punk don't want to work hard. Hey, man, let's go.
That's right. Let's get back at it tomorrow.
Tomorrow, man.
What are you smiling about?
Life's good. I'm hitting my stride right now. I'm just happy to be balling.
That's why I called you in here. You have been balling. If you keep producing like this, I see no reason why you won't be in the starting lineup before long. We always try to be careful with the new guys and make sure they fit our system the way we want them to. But it seems like just a matter of time for you. How does that sound?
Coach, I do whatever you ask me. If it's providing a spark off the bench, great. If it's starting, even better.
Good answer. Now get out of here. Okay, fellas, today's points of emphasis focus is going to be on two things, running in transition and the pick and roll offense. Let's get started. Now we have a team that is quick and athletic. There will be times when coach will want us to pick up the pace and get out on the fast break to try and get some easy transition baskets. This is especially true when we go up against a team who isn't very quick or doesn't play good transition D. And we want to be able to exploit that. So to that end, I've put together a couple of plays showing how we should try to get out and run in transition. On the pick and roll. This is a basketball fundamental that the coach will definitely want us to emphasize. Running pick and rolls is easily one of the most effective offensive strategies there is. It's one of the most basic ways to cause confusion and mismatches for the defense. With all the skilled players we have on this team, coach is probably going to call for this often. If the defense goes under the screen, that gives the ball handler an open perimeter shot. If he goes over the screen, that gives him a driving lane to the basket, and that forces another defender to commit. And that leaves somebody open. So maybe the defense switches on the pick and roll. Then we should have a mismatch somewhere. And remember, the screener has the option to pick and pop, roll or slip. So the ball handler should be looking to see if the screener gets open for a shot. All right, let's watch a couple of pick and rolls being run successfully. That should have you guys fully up to speed on what to do when coach calls for any of these points of emphasis. Let's head out, and we'll be back at it tomorrow for practice.
No doubt. We good, coach.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo.
Games from the Staples Center. All the crowd ready to go as they look to cheer on the Lakers. Cleveland is working their way through a road trip going into today's game. No question they've got this game. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland, the two stars, LeBron and Love. At the 3 and the 4, J.R. Smith out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Mozgov in at the center position. The putback and the dunk by Love.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Well, there's no lack of range in this. The leading three-point shooters among the ranks of the NBA's big men the last month. Third is Kevin Love.
It's amazing these days. There's just so many good outside shooting big men. That didn't used to be the case in the NBA, but now the floor is spread all over the place because you've got so many big-time shooters at that 4 and 5 spot.
Yeah, you make a good point there, Steve. Big guys shooting the ball well. It's part and parcel of the game now. You go back a generation, there were only a fraction of big men who could knock down outside shots like we're seeing currently.
Randall with a screen for Kobe. Clock at 4. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
Lynn with the steal. Fast break, the Lakers. The Lakers have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight.
And their success rate from the stripe this season is about 77%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And he makes the first. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Ed Davis is checked in for Frazier. Ryan Kelly comes in for Randall. Damari Carroll's checked in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Clarkson in for Jeremy Lin. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. There's the dish to Shumpert. 5 to shoot. Picked by Varejao. Here's Dellavedova. Misses the chippy right there.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick. Just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Carroll passes to Clarkson. He feeds it to Kelly. Good.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
There's a minute left to play in the first. Picked by Varejao. And that one is good from Reese.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Doubled by Reese. Carroll kicks to Kobe. Pass to Clarkson. Lets it go from 11. Varejao comes up with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 7. And it's Dellavedova missing. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Clarkson passes to Carroll. Out to the right wing. To the paint. It's deflected. Outside Bryant. To the inside. Kelly. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Kelly's got his second basket of the game.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Well, now that we can see the replay, it looks like he did get the shot off in time. It looked that way to me originally, and that's the call we should see here.
You're right. I think he got it off. But anytime it's as close a call as that was, in a big situation like this, it's always smart to take a closer look.
And the official call is in. It's ruled a basket. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
And, Kevin, this is exactly why we have this rule. And I think they made a great decision putting the rule in. The main thing is you want to get it right. And they definitely got this one right looking at the replay.
Now the second quarter. Here's what do you guys see?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
Jeremy Lin is out there with Nick Young. Then it's Randy. Then there's Davis. And it's Carroll in at the small forward. That's the Laker 5. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Yes, Kevin, Boss in their last game out against the Warriors wasn't happy with how he played.
Dialed in from long range. I like it.
Is that this isn't an isolated incident. Now with a growing number of weeks.
Up here for the Lakers. For the Cavaliers. 1:37 left in the first half. Here's Dellavedova. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. No good from Reese. Lakers trail by 9. Here's Clarkson. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Kelly dishes to Kobe. Three-pointer. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Cleveland's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Kobe. Reese. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Clarkson. Second shot opportunity. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Frazier.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Here's Reese. No good with the triple.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Clarkson kicks to Kelly. The feed to Kobe. And he drops it in from the low post. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
You gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Here's Reese. Good on the triple. Laws has got 10 points. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Cavaliers lead by 8. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kobe, what encouraged?
All right, men. We've done a good job in the first half of taking the momentum and being assertive with our style of play. Props for the way you operated in the open court. Good use of the fast break. We caught him flat-footed a few times and got some easy buckets out of it. On the other hand, I was happy with the pressure we put on him with our D and the steals we got out of it. Let's keep that heat on him. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
And the second half about to start here.
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. So on the floor for Cleveland, the 2 stars, LeBron and Love. At the 3 and the 4, Kyrie Irving is out there with Smith. And it's Mozgov in at the 5 down low. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. A rebound by the Lakers. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, that was a strange game. Very shaky defensive performance by their opponent, but hey, they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I'd go along with that. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard as they should have.
MyCareer's checked in for Los Angeles. Bossie's checked in for the Cavaliers. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Boss. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Young with no one around.
You know, Kevin, this has been a much better effort from them here in the second half compared to the first. I just don't think they were intense enough in that first half.
And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Irving. Irving's got his 8th assist in the game. Outside, Lynn lets a floater go. He got right to the cup using that screen. Davis has got his second bucket.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
It's a pick by Love. James, the pass to Love. The pass to Reese. And another three for Cleveland. In Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
Now, here is Irving. 11 points in the game. Passes it to Love. James, left side. Randall grabs the board.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
13 feet away. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mozgov's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Reese, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And his stroke has been dead on, inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Lynn dishes to Randall. Money from the wing. Randall's got 7 points. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, it seemed to me their three-point shooting was their own worst enemy in that game, Clark. I mean, even their wide-open looks weren't falling.
Yeah, and I'm sure when they think back on that game, Steve, their main regret is going to be that they didn't get away from the three-point shot early on. They kept going to it.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the finish, guys, this is where you know you are right on the money with that pass. Look at that. Perfectly timed.
So both teams making some changes here. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. We've got Wilson Chandler. Frazier is out there with Davis. Then there's Kobe. And it's Clarkson in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Thompson with the bucket.
Now, it's hard to imagine them not running away with this game if they can continue to shoot the ball like they have been.
Steve, everything is falling from the half, and they haven't had any empty possessions, scoring on every trip.
Bossie's checked in for Cleveland. Clarkson kicks to Chandler. Bryant is doubled. Here's Frazier. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Their low-post defense has to show some improvement, guys.
Yeah, of the last 10 points, Steve, 8 have come from in tight.
That's tipped. Chandler with the steal. Chandler right side. Pass to Clarkson. Chandler kicks to Clarkson. They get the rebound. Davis comes up empty down low.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Clarkson passes to Frazier. On the wing, Chandler. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Bryant with it. Picked up by Thompson. Clock at 6, and Bryant kicks to Chandler. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Right side, Davis. And he banks in the layup. For Cleveland, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Reese. And a miss there on the triple. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Clarkson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Looks like he's lost his focus a little bit. Not playing well in this quarter.
Over to the wing. From past the arc. And he drains the three. Good-looking shot there from Reese. Boss has got 10 points here in the second half. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
No, this is the last thing you ever want to see at a game.
You know, at this point, we can just knock on wood, say a prayer, and wish him the best.
And the Lakers with some changes. Ryan Kelly, he's checked in for Davis. And Nick Young is subbed in for Clarkson. And then for Cleveland, Ramon Shumpert is checked in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And they've been knocking down the mid-range jumper as well.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
And the Lakers with some changes. Sacre is checked in for Frazier. MyCareer comes in for Wilson Chandler. And it's Brown in for Bryant. Here's Reese. Can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. It's Brown with the drive, and it's off the back rim. No good.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Here's Dellavedova, defended by Young. Here's Reese. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. And now it's up to 25 points for Boss.
That jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Yeah, they've been pulling up and watching them go down.
Brown, good.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And I think this win builds confidence for this year in the matchup. They take the first win of the season series, and you know that could play a factor the next time these two teams meet.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
Look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Boss. You know, there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every opportunity he got.
And Brown over to help. Reese the pass to Shumpert. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Uncovered. Clock at 6. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
Well, guys, tonight they came in here and really dictated the terms of the engagement, which is very difficult to do as the visitors.
You're right. That's not usually the way things work in the NBA. It's a great win, and no question, it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here. Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Now Verjao inside. Here's Reese. Off on that one. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team.
Thank you, Kevin.
Nice job out there tonight.
Yeah, thanks, man. I had a nice little matchup and did my thing.
That's what it's all about. Seeing the weakness in your opponent and taking advantage. We got the win, but there's always room to improve. Am I right?
Yeah, man. I'm going to break down the film tonight and see where I can improve.
Yo, did the Rook just say he was going to break down film tonight?
Yeah, I know, man. It's a first. I got it, I know.
A first? That there is a miracle. I don't even think Nostradamus could have predicted that one.
So, here we are again. You've kept your part of the bargain.
What bargain is that?
I told you if you kept playing like you were, you'd be in the starting lineup. You have, and you are.
In the starting lineup?
Yep.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about, Coach. Man, don't even worry. I got you. Matter of fact, I'm just going to play harder, work harder, and do whatever it is to make this team better.
Good. You can start right now. Now beat it.